Today we will be learning about quadratics. This is what a quadratic equation graphed would look like. Or it would look something like this. There are three equations a quadratic can come in. Standard form, which is ax squared plus bx plus c. Vertex form, which is a times parentheses x minus h parentheses squared plus k. Or factored form, which is x parentheses x minus r1 times parentheses x minus. Vertex form is usually used to find the vertex. The vertex is h, k. Factored form is usually used for finding the roots or solutions. R1 and R2 are both roots. On a graph, the vertex is the very top of the parabola, while the roots are the x-intercepts. Now you're wondering, how do I get standard form to vertex form? We have to do something called finding the perfect square. This we have to group the variables together. Then we take b and half it. Then we square it. Next, we add it to our parentheses group, and then subtract it outside the parentheses to make it equal. Now that it is in vertex form, we can find the vertex. We take h and k, and we have our vertex. I will not be teaching you how to go from standard form to factored form. If you've taken Algebra 1, you should already know this. But what if it is close to impossible to get standard form into factored form? This is when the quadratic function comes into place. The quadratic function is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. The square root of b squared minus 4ac is what we call the discriminant. The discriminant is more than 0. There are two solutions, or roots. If it is equal to 0, there is only one solution, or one root. If the discriminant is less than 0, it is not possible, there is no solution. To graph a quadratic equation, you put down the vertex, and then the roots, and then draw a curve through each point. There are some practice problems. Try to figure them out. The solutions are at the end of the video. This one is easy. We can put this one into factored form easily. So we figure out that the roots are negative 4 and negative 2. Then we have to find the perfect square, which is also very simple. Eventually, we figure out that the vertex is negative 3 and negative 1.
I'm gonna talk through while I write, but I'm gonna record my voice after the fact so that it
Okay.
sounds clear.
Why don't, that's fine. Why don't you do try a dry run without video. Do that on this board. You can erase when you need to.
Okay, may I please borrow your watch or something as a stopwatch?
Let me
I
grab
may
my
have
phone.
my watch.
You can use, we can time it on my phone.
We have to put this into vertex form, so we have to complete the square. We need x squared by itself, so we divide 3x squared and 6x in the parentheses by 3. Then half b and then square it. Then you will add that number. Ignore the board. I made a mistake.